Hello and welcome. Currently, the first day of November, 2021, and it's 10:20 p.m. Eastern Time. I suppose soon, or I might not be able to make videos. It definitely looks like I won't be able to access as many of the features towards it. We'll see how it goes. So I stated yesterday that I'd make a video as a test. I guess tomorrow would be the test day now. Yada yada yada. I got a line in at 3088 Satoshi on Qtum. Yeah, like always, it's one of those ones I drew in a long time ago, as it goes. And as it goes here from 4:30 in the morning today, or on Monday, price action hit a high of 3098, 10 basis points higher, or one third of 1%. And then it started to retrace back down, holding and staying within the 18 average amongst the 15-minute term. So when I say words holding and staying within, well, you see, it struggled amongst this little area here, but I mean, it didn't really break down amongst it, and then it consolidated well within it from 11:45 a.m. and a little small breakout attempt at 17:45, but it consolidated, and then another nice build green candle, which gave it all back instantly, then gave it all back and got it all back again. A nice little period holding there, and now we see at the 21 snap. Significant breakout above the highs, instantly three periods to come back down to the 18 of highs, back to where it came from as previous resistance. Then nice little gain, retesting previous high here, now coming back to what's now a newly rising 18 average of highs. And again, the 3088 level I put in a decent amount of time ago. And this thing has been on quite a run in the last couple of days, as it was consolidating at 2100 and then a move up to 3000. That's like 30-40%. Yada yada. How do you do? And even more of this consolidation in here. It was we have this down move in here. So you make this move, which is obviously just seeing this lower highing this. And then how are you going to consolidate? Well, attempt to really break it, but not really. And a statement in breaking down, but no go. Oftentimes a failed move. Yeah, after a after a failed statement that doesn't exist, a fast move in the opposite direction. I guess that's a good way of pointing it, because this statement move here at 4 a.m. on October 27th snap. Yeah, not pretty. Okay, yeah, we're breaking down, and then okay, a little bit of consolidation. Ooh, okay, well, this is where it looked like maybe it'd break down. Obviously, it didn't, and then the nice little breakout occurred in here. Okay, this 3000 level has been hit for the fourth time since the summer. Originally doing so after a nice great gain of going from about 1600, still about a 2x almost. And then piercing, of course, extra. Consolidating 18, retesting level, and then down she goes. Back up again. This number was 3086, piercing less by 2 basis points. And then it tests this level, the support that it had in late September. It kind of pierced extra October 11th, and then it hung in there with extreme micro volatility for 2 periods or 2 days amongst the 18 lows, and then down she goes, and now it pierced it extra with follow through. So now we resist an area of previous support with a nice little red candle here on the 27 stamp, or the day again, and it recovered it instantly. And then the whole thing has been now 3 times, I can say, with multiple hits, well, 2 times 2 hits, I should say, of correcting a higher low to the July lows and late July lows. In that, twice here on August 26th and September 7th, 2 days there. So twice for this run. And then I guess one day really here, September 20th and 9th, one move, if you will. And then twice here, October 19th, and then again here on October 27th. more often resistance and support is tested, the more likely it is taken out. Even furthermore, too, as it was breaking down here, this was telling you, okay, yeah, we're breaking down. We're probably going to go down to like 16, 1700. Okay, let's go there. Okay, oh yeah, well, whatever. This is a bearish move that's gonna like a bull move in a bear market, which is on this term, which means or a bull move, a lower high before the lower low. And there's that, and there we go. And we can say on the 27th it's gonna go down, but it didn't. There's even more hits at this 28.55. And I don't even know why I put this line in actually. I don't even know when I did. But as this entire run goes, and we're going to see a little bit clearer on the monthly. If you've had this down move since the crypto high gain was into place, well, this is easy. I'm just going to calculate fib from this point. But you have this high, really even this high for that matter, whatever, both around the same area. And there's been what kind of bullish moves since Christmas of 2017? I called this the April Fool's rally back in the day, and the resistance of it got to the 18 highs, newly declining. And as it was declining, it never even seen that level until like October. A major sideways move, a little man, not really much of an attempt, only barely getting above the 18 average of highs, only enough to flatten it out, but only flat enough to have another leg lower. And never ever getting above the 18 highs during this leg run. And same thing here. Just, man, not really getting above the 18 highs, and another small leg lower. This time it did have a small, nice little run, barely getting above it here, coming back, and then you can call this a failed breakout and failed move, fast play in the opposite direction here. And in this case here, here's your one move back to the 18 and higher, one move back down and higher. But since that one move back down and higher, we've had very, very good consolidation amongst this area. And the seeing this price breaking like 3,600 is making a statement that this thing would significantly go much higher, where I would give it a target level to the 61.8% resistance level, which I'm going to calculate for something to do. Well, more than that, but just to get the number. 50,000 is a meh. And just getting meh, whatever numbers can work, whatever good. We can seal those like 700. And let me just find out what this low is. 636. A little bit of a difference on that, but... And then this is just an easy way for me to get the numbers fast. And 69.5. And how I calculate that of the Fibonacci, high divided by low, to the exponent of these numbers, 0.382 and so on. And then multiply the low again. So we have the number of 38.21 and 11.5. So 11.5 is that key number. And the 38 has already been the resistance here in a pierced extra. So here we got 38. This is a high of 46.50, and of course much higher here. So therefore I'd be expecting a pierce extra on the 13 number. So 15, 16, 17, 18,000. If it's able to see it starting to break out. And then that's just to another test level. What do we do now? Now what? Question mark. And when you don't know anything else, you're looking at this. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a top, and who knows what after that. And we're just going to start retracing down lower. But after a market goes to a 61.8, and it's showing that it's able to get there, and I mean, so it's just, the only weird thing that would happen here, it just keeps going to like previous high. But with that not happening, it gets there and it consolidates it one way or another. Price corrects it, gets back higher. Plays around there and just stabilizes there, congests in that area within time. And then you start to look for momentum moving higher. then I'd be looking for a move that would take you to the previous high target. In this case, 55,000. And then the same thing again. Now what? Maybe again it's a high, and if we go down, we'll be working on a downwards Fibonacci retracement. We've already got key lows, of course, that one at 600 and change. And that low will stay continuing to be the key long-term low until it's not, which is because it breaks the low or a lot of bigger price action occurs. And even then. And then when it breaks out above 55, I'm looking for Fibonacci upside targets. But it's a little early to do that. What I do is I take this divided by whatever the this number is, which is that 38 number. So I do 69,500 divided by 3821 to the root of 1.618 multiply 3821. That's where I think the upside. I'm not going to calculate it, but that's where I think the upside target is. So if you're interested, there's the math. Now let's switch this up against the dollar because, well, quite frankly, when you see markets, especially recently, trending down against the BTC, well, keep in mind that Bitcoin has done much better than 8-10 times in a good recent period of time. The high of 2018, it has already retested way back when, which was a few months ago, May. 6 months ago. And very, very good job holding and staying within the 18. And it's quickly looking like it's going to end the correctionary move and start continuing on within the bull market. For you have this little move in here, come down to the 18, this little sideways action you see here starting to lift off. That's just a beautiful setup. I believe anyway. I mean, what do you do? You're, like I've said in many videos, your own risk, your own reward. But what we can do is calculate some fib numbers here. We got a high about 25 and a quarter. Now again, I want to find out what the 61.8 number is between this range. 3/4 of a dollar and 25.60 something. So the key Fibonacci would be $2.89. So I do 25.65 divided by 289 now. And then whatever the up target is, that's how many pennies I think it should be. $100 as an upside target. And then when you get to that 100, if of course you do, now what do you do on the Fibonacci level? Well, now what situation? Are you going to do retracement? You work with downward retracements one way or in others. And those levels can be taken out. There's 261.8 Fibonacci on that. And then there'd be other time frames and other methods of calculating it. Just see, I'm just looking at this retracement here for maybe a shorter term level. $35 low, 430. Oh, I should. That's why I usually put these pennies in, because of the rounding. So $10. And who knows, maybe it'll go up to 75 and change, $80 or whatever. On an intermediate level, when it breaks out, maybe it won't. Time, of course, will only tell within that situation. And I think I'll finish it off within theta. These are the, I removed my Bitcoin lines yesterday that I drew. I drew them this is early, like months ago. Back before the summer even started even. Yeah. Multiple hits here at the 377, which just happened to be the lowest one I put in. I could have put in more, and that's just what it was. This move here did not quite come up to this level, but hey, maybe it's not ready for it. Maybe it's going to do it this period next or the following. It hasn't done anything yet to get this thing going long term. It's still in the correctionary move. Obvious sideways consolidation. 18 is pretty much sideways. But amongst the daily term, things are looking a little interesting here. For it resists this level here, nice little support on the lows of 18. And then it has a nice little break above it, but I mean, it microscopically gets by this resistance with a harsh down day on October 27th. I'm guessing that was a good Bitcoin day or whatever, but what a. No, not really US dollar. I'm thinking of. It was a bad Bitcoin day, I should say. Either way, it continued for 3 consecutive days to break above it. And then it corrects this nice little move. And so far, how it's been acting, how it acted today, within his holding the 18, starting to see even just this that's looks like it's breaking from the 18 of highs that's newly rising. And then even short term, you can look at it as in, okay, big move here. We've obviously had a great correction that's had some support at 7. Attempt to break out. This is a nice little higher low to this. That's nice and dandy, but now we have a nice little move in here. Didn't break out to break this resistance, but pretty much near matching area. Oh, so after we make this low, yeah, pretty darn near important to low it at like 7 1/3 or higher. But if you see it does something like that and then it starts to break out, it's already had enough of a correctionary, little bit of a down move within this current last 2 periods, at least this period anyway, to state if you start breaking out against what was hit several times here and tested just like now, okay, yeah, maybe you can go like 788, 830, like really fast. That's just a lot of times what happens. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.